Hello. Welcome back to our Roll the Waves 3 playthrough of Italy starting in 1890, Mare Nostrum. Well, we're still coming down we're trying to build up from the low of the way the last war ended. We got some construction projects ongoing here. We're going to get the new Centauro aircraft carrier laid down pretty soon. We're rebuilding our fleet of Pelicano corvettes. We're building a new series of destroyers called the Calypso, which are a little bit slower. They're one knot slower than the Euros, but I think they'll be a little bit stronger overall with some more utility on them. But we'll see. They actually have mines on them, unlike the Euros, so we'll be seeing more mines that the enemy will never hit because they never hit. We also need to think about submarines. So we have a lot we have to build, and we're looking at some nice um, tension here with Britain and Austria, but that's probably going to tick down a little bit now and then due to the recent war. So we'll see how that goes. Let's save the game. Let's make a copy just in case something dumb happens. And off we go. Alrighty. Acoustic torpedoes. Increased submarine attack value. Increases anti-submarine capabilities. We now have improved surface search radar, level 2. So perhaps we need to redesign the Centauros. Once the design is finished, we need to go in and redesign it to increase our uh, radar capability on them, like the capacity. So we'll do that soon enough. We have a lot of other things also on the plate here. New docks are finished. Here's the Huron, currently under construction. It's the Huron class. It's basically 13,000 tons, 32 knots, 8 8-inch guns, 4-inch belt. Certainly enough to put a hurting on any other kind of cruiser they encounter there. We're working on the 6-inch autoloader. Increases aircraft anti-submarine effectiveness. Okay. Increases cap effectiveness. New dive bombers ready. Really pushing us towards air warfare, carrier warfare here. Let's see. We're five years newer, so we do gain a lot of speed. We gain quite a lot of range. The characteristics can go up or down, and we get a 1,400-pound bomb as opposed to a 1,000-pound bomb. I think I'm in favor, even though this one here is the slowest and worst range. It is tougher. It has one extra point of toughness. Let's see, we could go for a lot more range, and we give up 1 point of maneuverability, 1 point of toughness. I think we're just going to keep the maneuverability and the toughness because we want to be able to hit the target. So we'll go with that. Guantanamo Bay is in rebellion. Whatever. You can see that we already lost our yellow tension there with Austria. Okie dokie. Keep on keeping on. We don't care. We really don't care about North Korea, but we'll do tension anyway, just because I don't want to lose prestige. Like I know Japan is. I think they're still an ally, right? Yeah. Well, no, not an ally anymore. They were an ally during the war, but I don't know why we would care, other than the fact that we are now a democracy, so we have to meddle with everything everyone else is doing. This guy's above average and he's an aviator. Well, we have no effect for keeping him because we're Italy. We'll hang on to him, especially since we apparently lost a lot of captains when we left fascism behind. Okay, let's rework the design of the CV here just for one more month. Go in here and okay, let's just go up to 3. Does it let us go up to 4? No, but we will go to 3 and we'll save that. It'll take 1 month to do, and in the meantime, we do have these Umbrias that need to be updated. So do our Napolis. But we'll do the Umbrias for now because they're going to be a lot cheaper probably. So let's rebuild 1. So if we replace the machinery, we can give them better radar. They have the torpedo tubes above water. We can make the 6-inch guns dual purpose, which gives them some heavy AA factor on there. We can increase the speed probably to 31. We can. And we can give them an AA director, which doesn't really do much for the heavy AA, does it? No, it doesn't do a thing for it actually. So we'll go with some medium AA guns. There we go. Cheap and easy. There we go. We'll save that. Hit OK. And we'll go in and do the other 2 Umbrias since we now know how much money we can spend. So just rebuild them. There we go. The Balzano is finished, so we can put it on foreign station so it goes back to Africa. We will need to refit the Napolis here eventually, but that's going to have to come after the Imperos are done rebuilding because it's going to be an expensive process. Probably. All right, Trinidad has gained independence. France and Great Britain are no longer pals. Japan's offering us 7-inch guns for 9,800. Will we ever use 7-inch guns? No. No, our guns are good enough. Increase submarine effectiveness. Alrighty. So these are 2,700 each. Could we build 4 of those at once? It'd be 10,000. Let's build 2. Okie dokie. And we're just going to wait for the Imperos to finish up, and then we can start working on getting the Napolis rebuilt. Of course, we can build 15 additional destroyers. So maybe we'll have to do that before we work on the Napolis. So we'll build, we need to have 19 in total because we're already building 4. So we'll have to build 15 in addition. And I think it's only going to let us build like 10 or something or 12 because that's every time I try to do 15, it doesn't allow it. Oh, actually, it allowed it. Okay, that's cool. Because it says okay down here, so we must have 15. Yeah, that must be correct. And we're in a pretty big deficit for a while. That's okay because we have a lot of money. Here is the German battle cruisers being rebuilt. 9 16-inch guns, 29 knots. I don't know. I think I'd still put our reduced diesel engine weight, increased heavy AA effectiveness, increased AA effectiveness all over. But I think I would still put the Andrea Dorias up against those battle cruisers. We're 1 knot slower, but we have basically the same guns and probably more armor. Let's build a highway system for some permanent money. It's not very much, but We'll take it. It's long term. We can't really lose it. Advanced penetrator allies. So gradual AP improvement. The U.S. is rebuilding like crazy. And we're just watching our build queue here as we try to get our budget leveled out. Japan, we really don't care about Japan, but we'll take the tension. Gives us an enemy that hopefully justifies spending money. Okay. We're going to lose a prestige, but we'll gain attention because somebody's shooting at us. Improve firefighting on carriers. That is actually pretty big, since we have no armor really to speak of on our carriers. I could have built some El Cheapo destroyers, but I figured, if they're going to make us build destroyers, we might as well make the good ones. Prestige. We'll go for more tension with Japan. Japan, just go, man. They're really getting annoyed at us. I don't know. We'll see if tension comes down at all. It should. We should still have like one more tick, maybe, of the tensions coming down, but we'll see. Look at that. Our guns are just. That's the 16-inch, that's the 15-inch, now that's the 9-inch guns. Well, there's early air search radar. Fighter type on attack missions will use rockets. That's kind of cool. Here's the new dive bomber. Tension with Japan reduced due to the recent war. We get double increases with Austria, triple increase with Austria. Okay, well, whatever. Don't really care that much. I don't give a heck. Sorry for the strong language. This guy's incompetent. He's a gunnery expert. He's a speed enthusiast. We can get gunnery research. Prestige. Corruption. We've picked anti-corruption a couple of times, and I don't think it's done much. So let's just go for the gunnery research here. Maybe it'll give us something. Who knows? We are running pretty low on money now. We're getting close. Oh boy, we'll see. We'll see. We'll have to get some tension to avoid losing our budget. That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna be really tight on money here. I guess unfortunately that means we're at to delay one of the Centauros by a month. So we're gonna halt the construction. Okay, their dive bombers are still only 500 pounds. Ours are 1,400. Increased cap effectiveness. Enables jet aircraft capable aircraft carriers. Yeah, let's build a new fighter. I was hoping that'd be a jet fighter, but we'll stick with the props for now. The jet fighters aren't going to be great the first generation. So we want firepower and we want toughness. So Britain goes down, France goes up, Austria goes down, Japan goes down. Does France have any friends? They do not. Let's check them out, see what they're up to. They have a pretty big fleet. Pretty big fleets. All right, we need to wait another, I think, 3 months before we can resume that Centauro. Improved electric torpedoes. Okay. Better, there's 17-inch guns. Let's go say better submarines when we can actually get around to working on them, but we have a lot that we're doing right now. It's this big crop of Calypsos that's really doing it. So we're losing budget no matter what here. So we may as well go for social reforms to try to lower our unrest. So we'll give up a prestige to do it. There it goes. We will try to get some prestige back, and it will hopefully give us a little bit of an advantage in the aircraft industry. I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works. If we win, no, we didn't win. So, okay. Well, hurt our balance a little bit, but we're okay. A lot of this stuff will be finishing in the next 2 months, and we can resume the Centauro. Okay. So the problem is we can gain a prestige. And this guy goes in charge of the Nibio. He's an unknown guy, as far as I know. Or we lose a prestige and get another mystery person. So I mean, one mystery person for prestige is probably better than another mystery person for no prestige. I mean, he just has obviously has political connections. So resume construction. Our unrest is going down, and once this set of Calypsos is finished, we can start looking towards the Napolis, getting those refitted for the new era. Hmm. We can get budget and tension, or we can try to lower tensions. Nah, we're gonna go for budget and tension here. I'm not really afraid of anyone right now. Electro-optical director, we can put those on the Napolis. Limited AA effectiveness to heavy guns. We're not going to do that. All right. So we still have a few. Let's give one more month. So we're going to go forward one more month. Better submarine effectiveness. When we start working on those, they're going to be great. Here's an improved dive bomber. So we gain just a point of firepower, and the bomb gets 1,500 pounds, and they're poor reliability. Dang. Okay, well, that stinks. It means slightly smaller airstrikes over time. So we built 15. We want to build one more Calypso to make it divisible by 4. And then we're going to go one more month here. Here's the U.S. Light cruiser under construction. 15 6-inch guns. That's going to have crazy heavy AA. 32 knots, 2.5-inch belt. It's basically a 10,000-ton light cruiser, but with actually those aren't dual purpose 6-inch guns. They're just gunboats. Okay, never mind. Although they do have 18 4-inch secondaries, so it is going to have pretty good heavy AA. Okay. Well, you might be better range than our torpedo bombers, but I bet our torpedo bomber packs a bigger punch. All right. Napolis. Oh, and the Andrea Dorias are getting old too. Well, let's do the Napolis first. Actually, I want to put an optical rangefinder on the Andrea Dorias, but their rebuilds are going to be expensive. So let's do the Napoli first. We just replace the machinery. How cheap can we do this rebuild? Give them a better rangefinder or director. 32 knots? No, not possible. We can go up to 4 on the radar? No, only 3. And what can we do? We can, that's it really. So we get 3-inch tertiaries. So we can do, these are casemate secondaries. So they're not going to be really upgradable for much. So let's just keep what we have now. I know I could slap a lot more AA on here if I wanted to. Actually, we may as well. It's costs very little to do so. Not that these things ever really get involved in our fleet battles. Okay. Is that acceptable? It's fine. So it's going to be 2,600 for 14 months. That's that's okay. We can do one for now. And we'll start a second one in 2 months. Maybe a third one. Japan, we really don't care. Uh, we'll take the tension. We don't lose our prestige. Airborne radar. Excellent. Medium bombers can carry guided bombs. New fighter prototype. So we're getting rid of the poor reliability. Hopefully. The old one has poor. We're gaining a little bit of speed depending which model we choose. We're getting range no matter what we pick. And we're gaining, wow, look at that firepower. 11. We're getting 4 points of firepower. And we're getting at least 1 point of actually toughness. I kind of want to go for this model here. It's in between on the speed, so we're gaining about 24 knots of speed. We're gaining 30 miles of range, and they can carry a 1,000-pound bomb. We gain 4 points of firepower, a point of maneuverability, and a point of toughness. So we're going to go for that one. Yes, indeed. So our prop fighters are pretty good for now. And let's do one of the Napolis now. So rebuild it. And then next month we should be able to start another. There's 11 destroyers. Okay. So now that the Calypsos are getting into service, we can get rid of the Ardens. That'll save us, let's see, 18 times 31 basically. So I don't know. Can't math it out right now. But we will scrap all of those. And that means, oh, we got the Minervas that finished too. So we'll assign those to Division 3, Division 5, Division 7. That's the other carrier, other set of carriers. All right, the Euros are going into the upper divisions for the destroyers. Okay, we'll assign all of these to 24. And we'll leave some of those in the Indian Ocean. That's okay. It's fine having a few extra destroyers out there, even if they're not like all in the same squadron. or the same division, whatever. Just gives us a little bit more minesweeping or, I don't know, anti-submarine out there. Okie dokie. And now we're gonna wait uh, 3 months before we start throwing these calypsos into divisions. I also want to check my air groups here for the new carriers, the fighters, change role. I can't make them night capable. Huh. It must be too early for that still. All right. We'll do both of the Napolis. So rebuild those. So those will be done in 14 months. And we're actually probably at a point where we can start working on the Andrea Dorias. So let's go with the Andrea Doria herself. Open it for rebuild. So replace the machinery. We can probably get up to 29 knots. Nope. No, we can't. We can get a better director, however. Is there radars up to 4 yet? No, still 3. Okay. We could add more guns, more secondary guns, but that will decrease the overall rate of fire. So what we'll do is we'll throw on some more tertiary, some 4-inch guns. We can actually upgrade those too while we're at it. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. So we're at 28 heavy. Puts us 40 heavy AA. Oh. Oh, we have a max of 40. Okay, how about that? There we go. So we have 37 heavy AA. What if we go with this another director? There we go. We'll strip off some of the light AA to make it work. And we'll throw in some more tertiary ammo. 2,300 for the rebuild. That's actually not too shabby. All right, these Andrea Dories are still a force to be reckoned with 40 heavy AA. Should be okay until the missile age. And we'll do 2 more. Hang on. Yeah, we'll do 2 more Andrea Dorias. There we go. And that puts us in a small negative on the monthly balance. And boy, we're at half an hour already. That was quick. All right. Yeah, that's going to be it. We're making some progress. We're getting our everything modernized here. Everything looks like it's pretty freshly rebuilt, except for the Falcons. But with the, I'm trying to think of the name without looking at it. The Centauros. With the Centauros coming to service, it may be time to retire the Falcons. It may be time. And we also have a lot of Calypsos we still need, or not Calypso, yeah, actually we have a lot of Calypsos we still need to build up. I'd like to get another, let's see, I've done 4, I did a set of 4, and then I did a set of 16, so I have 20, so that's 5 groups. I would like to have another, actually, I mean, I wouldn't mind having another 20, but that's an expensive process. But we'll see what we can get done here. Anyhow, if you're still here, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.